Control room, are we good to go? All right, sounds like we're live. Good afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Blake Mathews here. We have a couple of tornado warnings in effect. This is going to be for our far northern counties, including Houston County, not the city of Houston, but Houston County until noon. So we're showing signs, these storms are showing signs of rotation now across our northern counties, and we've expected this, and now we're seeing that come to fruition. So starting off with a big look here at the radar, not a whole lot going on here locally, but you see some pink boxes there to the north and west of Houston, and this is where we're seeing those tornadic storms beginning to develop. So let's go ahead and zoom on in to this particular area. We've got a couple of tornado warnings. Unconfirmed reports now coming out of Franklin. This is going to be northeast of Hearne, and just to the southwest of Easterly. This is College Station right here, but in the town of Hearne, getting reports that something pretty bad may have happened there. We're trying to gather information on that. Not a whole lot that I can tell you at the moment because it's unconfirmed, but certainly something that we are scoping out, maybe a lot of damage in that town due to a possible tornado touchdown that happened just moments ago. That tornado warning now continuing here for northern Brazos County. This is going to be until the noon hour. Also for western portions of Madison County, and this is also going to be until noon. So if you're watching from Madisonville, you're going to want to watch this cell pretty closely. Here's what it looks like on the velocities, and basically what we're looking at here is for red and green to come together. This is what we call a couplet, or a TVS, a tornado vortex signature. And one thing that you're not seeing, as we saw earlier, is green. You're seeing a lot of red, maybe a little green showing up right there, but the bottom line is that area of rotation appears to have weakened significantly. So we're going to continue to watch this cell, but those of you out towards Normandy, to the north of North Zulch, we're going to continue to watch as this moves in your direction at about 35 miles per hour. And just because this particular storm has weakened for the moment, it could very well power back up into a strong supercell and drop a tornado. So they're going to continue this tornado warning until about 12:30. And then we'll see what happens after that. So there's also another tornado warning. This is going to be in effect for Houston County. This is going to be up about 80, 90 miles north of Houston, out towards to the north of Kennard, heading to the northeast, also at about 35 to 40 miles an hour. The reason why I'm showing you this is not necessarily because it's a threat to the immediate Houston area, but that the atmosphere is very, very ripe for tornadic development. And any storms that we see develop later on today, even here locally, are likely to rotate, and this is where we could run into some problems, especially if you're north of I-10 or even north of Conroe. So if you're watching from Huntsville, Livingston, up towards Polk County, Liberty County, Walker County, getting out towards, say, Brazos County, Madison County, this is where the big problems are expected to be. So let's go ahead and continue on our radar tour here. There's a look, and what we're looking at, again, we're looking for reds and greens coming together, and it's a little more difficult because these storms are so far away that we're actually looking at the top of the thunderstorm, because when the radar spins around, it actually shoots a beam up at a particular angle, and the further away from the radar you are, the higher that beam gets. So this rotation that we're seeing in this particular storm could actually be pretty high up in the storm itself. So it's hard to see exactly what's going on at the surface, but certainly a tornado warning remains in effect for this particular area until 12:30. So let's go ahead and continue on, and we'll zoom on out, and you'll see that what we're watching is a much nastier squall line to the west out towards Austin, getting ready to cross over I-35 here in the next hour. It has crossed over I-35, and this is headed towards our far western locations here. And this is where we could start seeing some action pick up in the next couple of hours. And for that reason, they have issued a tornado watch for the northern counties of the Houston area. So let's go ahead and continue our radar tour. Zooming on out, you can see there's our area of low pressure that's going to continue to move across the northern part of the state. And you can see already, see those pink boxes right there. Those are the tornado warnings that are currently in effect just to the north of the Houston area. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some of those watches. You can see what you see in the pink stretching from Shreveport out along the I-20 corridor down, including our western counties, Washington, Austin, Colorado counties. This is a severe thunderstorm watch. But what we're seeing now in the yellow, if we zoom on in here, you'll see that it is a tornado watch, and that does include Brazos County. It does include, well, it does include Brazos County, Grimes County, Walker County, Trinity and Houston County, includes Polk County, San Jacinto County, Montgomery County, so those of you watching from Conroe, the Woodlands, Liberty County, and getting out towards the big thicket of East Texas. Now you'll notice here locally, the immediate Houston area is not included in any particular watch at this time. That could certainly change, but boy, it is very close for comfort here for Metro Houston. We will continue to keep a very close eye on this, but again, this tornado watch in effect now until 7 o'clock for our northern sections of the viewing area. Here's a look at what the Storm Prediction Center is calling for. Here locally, a 2 out of 5, and this is what we saw last weekend, but the dynamics are a little bit different than what we saw last weekend. They're a little bit further to the north, and therefore we're seeing that threat level increase a little bit further to the north. But you'll notice once you get up into Montgomery County, Liberty County, getting out towards Jefferson County, most of Grimes County and Brazos County, this is a 3 out of 5. And if you're north of there, that's where the best risk, or that's where the best chance of severe storms is going to be for today. But you look just to the northeast of that, getting out to the northeast of Livingston, getting out, say, towards Angelina County, Lufkin, the central parishes of Louisiana, this is a 4 out of 5. So this is pretty rare. We don't normally see a moderate risk of severe weather here locally, and they're only issued a couple of times a year. So for that reason, we're going to have to be very vigilant as we head throughout the afternoon hours today. I'm going to step off camera here just a second and reset my graphics and kind of recap what we're looking at. So those of you just joining us, we have a tornado warning in effect for northern Brazos County. And it looks like we have a brand new tornado warning now just issued. This is going to be, looks like for most of Leon County, getting out towards Leona. And look at this, a brand new severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued for Madisonville, Bead Eyes, which is going to be in northern Grimes County, and northwest portions of Walker County. So this is not going to include the city of Huntsville itself, but it does include a small sliver of northwest Walker County and getting out to the south of Crockett. We'll have to watch this particular cell very carefully as well, because if you look carefully, let me clear this off, if you look carefully as it moves up to the north, look how it's beginning to take on a little bit of a hook shape. This is what we call a hook echo, and whenever you see that, or what we call a bounded weak echo region, an indication that this storm is powering up very fast and also could become tornadic. So we may very well see a brand new tornado warning issued with this particular cell over the next 30 minutes or so. So this is moving out of Walker County into eastern Madison County and getting up into central and east Texas. So we'll continue to keep you updated. Obviously, this weather going to continue to be pretty gnarly over the next couple of hours, again, mainly in our northern counties. That's why we have a new tornado watch issued for areas like College Station, Conroe, Huntsville, and Livingston, and most of those northern counties until 7 o'clock. Here locally, not a whole lot going on yet, but of course we'll continue to keep you updated. And again, if you haven't followed me on Twitter, do so at KHOU Blake 11. I post all the updates there immediately, and then we hop on camera. So we'll continue to keep you updated. Stay close to the weather today, and of course you can get all the latest information also on KHOU.com. We'll see you in a little bit. This is structural damage. We have buildings destroyed, cars overturned, lots of injuries up there. We've got a crew on the way. That is going to be up there to the northeast of College Station. So if you're familiar with Leon County, again, just to the north of College Station, it looks like the town of Franklin, downtown Franklin, scored a direct hit from a very large tornado. Where it's unclear how bad the damage is, but we know that there are injuries in that area and lots of EMS crews have been dispatched. And again, we've got photographers on the way to bring you that story coming up tonight on the evening news. So let's go ahead and, also I wanted to point out that also in Ratcliffe up in Houston County, it sounds like possibly some homes were destroyed up there. We've got multiple injuries out of Houston County, about 90 miles north of Houston itself. So obviously a very active afternoon. Nothing going on here locally, but if anything is going to happen, it's going to happen very quickly over the next couple of hours. So let's take a look at the radar and we'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So there you go. There's Houston right there, Conroe, Waller, Brenham, and what we're watching is this line of storms out here, out towards Rockdale. There's College Station there, and Huntsville. You can see that pink box. That's going to be a tornado warning for extreme northern portions of Walker County, eastern Madison County, also getting up into Houston County. Now, I see some folks asking about Channelview and Galveston County. If you are down in Galveston, Brazoria, Matagorda, maybe out towards Wharton counties, I don't think this is your problem today. I really don't. I think that this is going to be mainly to the north of the Houston area. You can see we've got multiple tornado warnings in effect. One that does include the town of Crockett, getting out just to the north of Huntsville. We've got a tornado warning until 12:30. This is going to be for areas in Leon County, and we've got a severe thunderstorm warning out there towards Giddings. You'll notice that all these storms are firing up to the northwest of Houston, and they are moving in a northeast direction, generally away from the Houston area. But we're very, very concerned about our northern counties right now. Montgomery County, Walker County, San Jacinto County, Polk County, Trinity, Houston counties, Madison County. These are the areas that we could see very significant tornadoes over the next couple of hours. And in fact, it sounds like we've already had one, as I mentioned just a little while ago, that the town of Franklin sounds like scored a direct hit from a very, very large tornado that went through there just about an hour ago. Reports of injuries coming in out of there right now. So there's a look where Houston is, and these storms that we're watching out to the west are moving to the east-northeast. So again, those of you watching from Waller to Conroe to Livingston and to the north of there, that's what we're going to be watching very, very closely. Here in the city of Houston, we remain in a slight risk of severe weather for today. There's a look at the Storm Prediction Center map. And the 3 out of 5, what we call an enhanced risk, is generally from Liberty County, Montgomery County, Grimes County, Brazos County, and to the northeast of there. You can see things really are going to ramp up pretty quickly across far east Texas, from Lufkin out through Angelina County, San Augustine County, Newton and Jasper counties, and off into the parishes of Louisiana. We're talking maybe Vernon Parish or Sabine or Red River or Natchitoches parishes. Those are the areas that we're going to watch very closely. Now, here locally, you'll notice that Houston itself is a 2 out of 5 on the severity scale, on the probability scale, I should say. So yes, there is a chance that we could see some severe weather, but you'll notice the further south and west you are, the lower that chance is going to be for severe weather to affect you for today. Here's a look at the current watches that we have across the area. We've got severe thunderstorm watches from Dallas back towards San Antonio, including Shreveport. And then here locally, we're talking about a tornado watch that's going to include Brazos County, Grimes County, Madison County, Walker County, Montgomery County, Liberty County, San Jacinto, Polk, Trinity, and Houston counties here in the immediate Houston area. Speaking of the immediate Houston area, you'll notice that there are no watches in effect for us locally as of yet, but this could change, and that's why we're going to continue to keep a very close eye on this area. So those of you who are watching, the further north you are, the more in danger you are of seeing some tornadic weather, and we're certainly, every tornado warning so far that we have seen issued has verified, and we've got multiple homes destroyed, it sounds like, up in the Ratcliffe area, also in the town of Franklin. Franklin sounds like it has really, really taken it on the chin with a very large tornado that may have moved through there just in the past hour. So here's a look at some of the warnings once again. You can see we've got a tornado warning in effect for Houston County until 1 o'clock. We've got another tornado warning in effect. This is going to be for Leon County until 12:30. This is going to be up north of Bryan College Station. And there's a closer look at some of these storms. Actually, let me clear this off just a second and see if we can do some analysis on these particular cells. Not seeing a whole lot of rotation in the cell up there in Leon County. Let me get on over here towards Crockett. Yeah, there you go. You can see, let's see how fast these winds are right now. 83 miles an hour. You've got the velocities there at 83 moving away from the radar. Clear this off and sample the other side. 12. So the rotation, certainly some very strong winds in there, but the gate-to-gate rotation, there's a brand new scan. Let's take a look at it now. 89 miles an hour now up in that storm in Crockett and Houston County. So those of you in the town of Crockett, if you're watching this particular live stream, you need to seek shelter immediately. This tornado warning in effect until 1 o'clock as it moves just to the east of Mapleton to the west of Lovelady, getting out towards Porter Springs and Crockett. Madisonville, Madison County, you're doing okay for now, but lots of strong storms just to your west that have continued to develop. And there is the town of Franklin right there. And this, for proximity, there's College Station. So this is going to be to the north of College Station. And it sounds like maybe we've got yet maybe an unconfirmed report of another tornado touchdown. Let me see where this is. Hold on just a second. Pull up National Weather Service feed. Ostonio. Okay, so this is now a confirmed tornado on the ground, a confirmed tornado located near Ostonio, moving northeast at 35 miles an hour. So this is going to be in the town of, or excuse me, the county of Houston. Hey, Randy, can you come here just a second, please? Chloe? Hey, just FYI, confirmed tornado on the ground in Houston County.
Yeah, I saw that. KYTX, we're getting that from them as well.
Okay.
Okay, you got it.
Okay, got it.
And you're not live right now, right?
I am live, yeah.
Whenever you're ready, we can go on there.
Okay. Okay, sorry guys, I'm just scrolling through here through the National Weather Service chats. This is a direct line of communication that we have with the National Weather Service, and this is where we get our information from. They give us a heads up when the warnings are issued. Could you come here just a second? Yeah, could you come hold my camera so I can get this tweeted out, or you can. Perfect. So what I'm doing now is I'm just tweeting this out. Confirmed tornado on the ground. Houston County. Tornado warning remains in effect till 1:15 p.m. If you live in the town of Crockett, seek shelter immediately. Okay. So certainly a very active afternoon. Thankfully, nothing going on in the immediate Houston area. Still trying to get some reports out of the Franklin area, Ostonio, as well as Ratcliffe. All right, let's see. Camera, thank you. So here's a look at the radar. There's Bryan College Station. We're seeing more strong storms developing out to the west. Got a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings in effect. We've got one for Burleson County now until 1:15 p.m. and this is moving up towards College Station. This could become tornadic at any moment. We're also seeing some cells beginning to develop out ahead of the main line out there towards southern Grimes County, northwest Harris County, and northern Montgomery County. So far, those little cells haven't done much right now, but we'll continue to watch it very carefully. Let me turn up my volume. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't know you guys couldn't hear me. We're certainly in a situation here, especially to the north of Houston. Can't emphasize that enough. North of Houston, that we've got a prime atmosphere for strong tornadoes, and certainly we're seeing those beginning to develop. All right, I'm going to turn my phone off here so we can go live on the other platforms: YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, so you can get the latest updates there. We'll continue to keep a close eye on this. Multiple tornadoes being reported, one on the ground currently. This is going to be in Houston County, so those of you watching in Crockett, seek shelter immediately. No word as to how strong this tornado is, but it has been spotted and it is on the ground moving towards the town of Crockett. It sounds like the town of Estonio may have been hit. That would be the third town so far in the last hour that has scored a direct hit from a tornado. We'll continue to keep you updated. Again, join us on the other platforms here momentarily.